pangarap, san man umabot tayo.
Pati ko rin ang mga tagapagpakinig ng programang Buhay OFW ngayon sa DWDD 1134 Armed Forces Radio. Mabuhay kayo mga OFW, mga bayani ng Pilipinas.
Magandang buhay po sa programang Buhay OFW ngayon, Siyensya at Teknolohiya. Ito po si Terry Alpa. Ngayon po ay narito po tayo ngayon sa 11-8PH, pushing SNT Frontier for National Development. Kasama po natin si Ma'am Yusegleya Bendia. Hello po, Ma'am.
Hello, isang makaagham na umaga po sa ating lahat. At maraming salamat po sa pagdalo dito sa Elevate PH. Ito po ay ang programa ng DOST upang ipahayag sa ating mga stakeholders kung ano po ang priority ng DOST hanggang sa end of this administration. We hope na ito po ang magbibigay sa atin at mag-elevate sa ating transformation through science, technology, and innovation.
Yes, ma'am, batiin niyo po ang ating mga sundalo, mga tunay na bayani at ang OFW, modernong bayani. Sa mga sundalo po natin at sa mga OFWs, meron din po kaming mga ginagawang technologies para po sa kanila, sa uniforms ng mga sundalo. So FWs, yun pong at meron po kami through our Philippine Council for Health Research na tumutulong po sa ating mga OFWs through mental health and all the other activities. Yes, thank you so much, ma'am, and congratulations.
Maraming salamat.
Yes. Yes, magandang buhay po. Kasama po natin ang director po ng PICAARD, si Dr. Ray Evora. Sir, ano po yung mga nagiging kaganapan dito ngayon?
Basically, ito yung launching ng different big ticket R&D program ng DOST. Yung mga major program, basically focusing on different aspects. Sa amin, yung smart agriculture ang naka-assign sa PICAARD. Meron din sa artificial intelligence, smart agriculture, quantum computing, and of course sa health at sa industry. Dun sa kina Doc Jimmy at saka kay Doc Eric.
Yes. Sir, batiin nyo na lang po ang ating mga sundalo at saka ating po mga OFW.
Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat at maraming salamat po sa tulong niyo sa ekonomiya ng Pilipinas.
Yes, congratulations po sa PICAARD. Napakarami niyo pong proyekto na talagang masabing successful. Ito po si Terry Alpa para sa programang Buhay OFW ngayon. Siyensya at Teknolohiya ng papakinggan po sa Armed Forces Radio, ang boses ng Kawal Pilipino. Thank you, sir!
Maraming salamat po.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you sa pagtangkilik sa Elevate PH program launching na sana susuportahan ng karamihan at kasi marami tayong mapapala dito sa mga big ticket programs ng DOST. We invite everyone to please join us. Thank you.
Ma'am, mensahe lang po para sa ating po mga sundalo po sa Armed Forces Radio po tayo.
Okay, sa aming kasundalo
Yes po.
Sa ating mga soldiers here and sa buong Pilipinas, maraming salamat sa inyong serbisyo para sa ating bansa. Ang laki ng inyong kontribusyon sa kapayapaan at kung hindi tayo mapayapa, sana ay wala tayong masyadong nagagawa ngayon. So, maraming salamat sa inyong serbisyo.
Yes, ma'am. At siyempre po sa programa ko pong Buhay OFW ngayon, ang ating pong mga OFW, batiin niyo po.
At ang mga OFW natin, ang mga bagong bayani ng Pilipinas, maraming salamat sa inyong pagsusumikap sa ibang bansa. At I'm sure na ang laki-laki ng tulong ninyo sa ating ekonomiya, and for that, we are truly thankful sa inyong malaking kontribusyon.
Yes, congratulations po, ma'am. Ito po si Terry Alpa para sa programang Buhay OFW ngayon, Siyensya at Teknolohiya na mapapakinggan po sa Armed Forces Radio, ang boses ng Kawal Pilipino. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Just a gathering. It is a call to action. We are not just envisioning the future, we are building it. Through bold ideas, strategic collaboration, and shared commitment to innovation, we are setting the foundation for a stronger, more competitive Philippines. The insights shared today reaffirm that science and technology are at the core of national development. The initiatives we champion, artificial intelligence hubs, quantum technologies, geospatial analytics, smart agriculture, Industry 4.0, circular economy, smart technologies, and biologics in pharma are not just blueprints for progress, but commitments to action. These transformative R&D programs are designed to solve real-world challenges, create opportunities, and position our country at the forefront of global innovation. But vision alone is not enough. The real work begins now. It is up to all of us, government, academia, industry, and international partners, to turn these ideas into tangible impact. Let us push boundaries, break barriers, and ensure that every Filipino benefits from the advancements we create. Together, let us elevate Philippines. Let us elevate our people, our industries, and our nation through science, technology, and innovation. Thank you, at isang makaghamang na araw sa inyo lahat.
efficient use of resources. So when we use resources wisely, we manage them, we have less waste. And this, of course, will result in sustainable operations. And when it comes to efficient use of resources, management, company, the employees, they will become aware, more aware of the benefits of
beyond increasing yields, how can smart agriculture actively restore ecosystems and also build climate resilience? Because these two subjects are also very related.
Yeah, actually one of the big applications of smart agriculture is in terms of climate resilience. Because you have a lot of technologies are available now that you will be able to forecast whether there will be drought or excess water in your farm. So in that case, you will be able to plant properly and identify the varieties of crops that you are going to grow. If you are dealing with livestock, then you cannot really make the planning when you see the production cycles depending on the conditions. The other thing is in terms of health. There are a lot of measures to make because you will be able to use environment-friendly technologies instead of relying on chemical pesticides. You can use a lot of biological control agents that can be properly identified by the farmer. As of now, there's a lot of complication, but you have to take a picture of the press or of the natural situation. You will have a benefit.
And using it well. And that's really the spirit of the Smart Technologies Big Ticket Program is aspiring for. It is to make the best use of the technology available in order to serve what we call, or what I termed earlier, smart life. And that means we're able to optimize our processes, provide better services, and improve the quality of life through smart technologies. This can be through the development of sensors that will help us better understand our environment, better prepare food that is safe, convenient, and cheap, and perhaps also looking at providing better ways to serve.
AI with skepticism. How do you address these concerns while ensuring ethical use?
That's a very good question, Secretary. As you know, deepfake is prevalent. As you know, there's a new platform for generative AI that is answers being given by the platform. So the key word for this is trust. How much do we trust the AI solutions being available for us? And at EOSD, we are very much aware of that issue. That's why, as much as possible, we are aligned with.
Job of the secretary is kind of difficult. You're being told to do so many things. But I'm very glad to do this. Moderator for this panel, and we have my panel, the R&D champions and the directors of the DOST Research and Development Institutions, directors of councils and R&D champions, who are some of the most brilliant, nobody's nodding, most brilliant minds behind the DOST transformative R&D programs. Together, we will explore how these innovations are shaping our economy, environment, and quality of life. So let's begin. I ask all the panelists to answer the questions as briefly as possible. To start, let's look at how AI is shaping the future. Dr. Franz de Leon, AI is often seen as a game changer, but also a disruptor. How does Akabay PH plan to make AI accessible to local communities and MSMEs?
Thank you for your wonderful question. I remember a few months ago we had this meeting with PCCI representatives, and then they wanted to tell their stories as well as their needs, and how we can collaborate. PCCI collaborates with the OST, and more often than not, they wanted to adopt certain technologies like artificial intelligence. Right now, what we have developed at the OST is a repository of AI models. Of course, many of you are quite familiar that we also offer computing services, but that's where we see the gap. If I'm an MSME or a small-time entrepreneur, how do I easily get into AI space? And that's the gap that our program wishes to bridge. So we will develop AI
benefit the Filipino people. This is more than just a program. It is a movement towards self-sufficiency, economic progress, and a future where no Filipino is left behind in accessing quality health care. Through our R&D and S&T partnerships, we provide solutions and open opportunities for a better and more prosperous nation. The future of healthcare is here. It is being built today in the minds of Filipinos for every Filipino. With S&T and R&D as our driving force and innovation as our foundation, we are turning possibilities into realities, one single breakthrough at a time. This is the future of health. Reimagined, realized, and within our reach. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. It's good. And could it actually be turned into something valuable?
Good day, everyone. Today, we are not just launching a program. We are launching a movement. A movement that challenges the way we think about waste, resources, and sustainability. The Department of Science and Technology's Circular Economy program is here to redefine how we produce, consume, manage materials, not as disposable, but as opportunities for innovation, growth, and resilience. To make our discussions more engaging, we want to hear your thoughts on circular economy. We'll be using Mentimeter, so kindly get on your phone, and we allow you to participate in our live polls. Please take out your phone, scan the QR code, or go to www.menti.com and enter the code displayed.
Platform. From farm damages due to natural disasters and phenomena, oversupply of vegetables, pest infestation, leading to huge farm losses, and commodity price hikes, to name a few. To address these challenges, science-based solutions such as the application of smart technologies, is imperative. Thus, for the past 10 years, DOST Picard has supported a total of 210 projects amounting to approximately 1.78 billion pesos of funding support on smart agriculture-related initiatives. These projects include application of automation, artificial intelligence, precision agriculture, use of sensor technology, digital agriculture, application of advanced technologies such as nanotechnology and bioinformatics, among others. One of the major programs supported by DOST Picard is the Project Saral, which has developed a multitude of technologies and systems aimed at reinvigorating agriculture as an industry in the Philippines. The said program is a set of nationwide deployment through the establishment of regional hubs to be handled by the DOST regional offices under the Saray Central Program in collaboration with the University of the Philippines, Los Baños. With the goal of providing solutions to pressing problems in the agriculture, aquatic and natural resources sector, or AANR, DOST Picard is now implementing the Smart Agri-Sensor, advancing the Philippine agriculture through innovative smart technologies. This is one of DOST's big-ticket R&D programs where Picard is the champion for smart agriculture. The program aims to develop and mainstream innovative technologies and leverage existing R&D initiatives on smart tools, making the AANR sector smart, sustainable, market-generating, all-inclusive, resilient, and transformative, smart. The implementation of the program will be anchored on DOST Picard Industry Strategic S&T programs, or ISP, in the following areas: crops, livestock, environment, inland and marine aquatic, and forestry. And the Council's 4 major banner programs: strategic research and development, R&D resource utilization, policy research advocacy, and capacity building and R&D governance, with the following priority research areas: precision agriculture, aimed at effectively using available agricultural resources, growing of different commodities in controlled environment, application of nanotechnology, biotechnology, bioinformatics, and artificial intelligence on Internet of Things and machine learning. The use of spatial technologies, sensor-based management system and digital agriculture, automation, robotics, and development of ICT-based technologies. All of these research areas aim to address pressing problems of the AANR sector, making it more competitive nationally and globally. The Smart Agri-Sensor program is DOST Picard drive to make the people's lives better. Through the successful implementation of the same program, we hope to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals and the following agricultural gains, the triple E. First, economic efficiency through multiple market access, lower costs through improved price discovery, value chain system, and quality control. Second, equity through the inclusion of the smallholders and marginalized population. And third, environmental sustainability by effectively managing waste and reducing carbon emissions through the promotion of environmentally friendly practices and improving resource management. The Smart Agri-Sensor program is DOST Picard's drive to ensure there is sufficient quality food for the growing Filipino population and job opportunities for our people in the agriculture, aquatic, and natural resources sector. Sa Smart Agri-Sensor, buhay ng Pilipino ay aasenso. Maraming salamat po at magandang umaga sa ating lahat.
And every time we create solutions, we open opportunities. Industry 4.0 has already changed industries worldwide. We have to act now, or else we will be left behind. Ladies and gentlemen, we offer you solutions to Together, let us take advantage of all opportunities in store for us in our journey toward digital transformation.
Presenting DOST's Quadro program, Connected and Unified Autonomous Technologies with Automation and Robotics, a showcase of Industry 4.0 capabilities in various industries. Quadro is a program that will provide an enabling and empowering. And this is how companies in Southeast Asia have benefited from the adoption of Industry 4.0. This is our goal, our inspiration. In terms of modernization, this is where we are right now. Most companies use basic automation. Repetitive production processes are done manually, which are prone to error and inconsistencies. Let's hear about it from the business sector.
Kailangan natin mag-integrate sa tinatawag na Industry 4.0 technology. Ito po yung Internet of Things, 5G, Artificial Intelligence. Ito po yung mga bagong technology na kailangan ng ating industriya para maging competitive at saka innovative.
Seeing that the Internet of Things is the next evolution of the Internet as we know it, and it's important for the country to know about this technology so we can apply it to various in the government, agriculture, enterprises. At the end of the day, increase the country's productivity and make us globally competitive.
Whenever you have a new technology, on one hand, there's risk to existing jobs, but the next thing is to build reskill. That's why MDAM is so important, and of course, our member companies are well aware that to reskill, need to recruit the workforce and to equip them with new skills that can cope with the new products.
In all of this, the Department of Science and Technology is listening and taking action.
Every singer is given a resounding applause.
Everyone, please indulge me for a moment. Can I invite you to do a little thought exercise? Close your eyes. And imagine in your hands, you are holding any musical instrument. Could be something you know how to play or not. Everyone has their own musical instruments in their hand. Now, on the count of 3, I want all of you to open your eyes and start playing your musical instrument. 1, 2, 3, and play. Okay. Ano pong narinig natin? What have we heard? Noise? Nothing? Siguro po lang sa imagination yung wala. How do we create harmony with each instrument producing its own sound and each musician playing different notes? How do we make sure that it isn't noise that we are making? We need a guiding score, a shared
feature. Can the Philippines genuinely become a key player in the global AI landscape? Artificial intelligence is everywhere, transforming how we work and live, and it's even tucked neatly into the phones in our pocket. Yet, as AI surges ahead worldwide, there's a growing concern that developing countries might be left behind. Now, the Department of Science and Technology is determined not to let that happen. We aim to ensure that the Philippines isn't just a passenger in this technological revolution. We aspire to be a technology driver. Now, let's start with some encouraging news. The newly released Oxford Insights Government AI Readiness Index 2024 reports that the Philippines has risen from 65th place in 2023 to 56th this year. This index measures how prepared governments are to implement AI for public service delivery, evaluating 40 indicators grouped into 3 pillars: government, technology, data sector, and data and infrastructure. this rise highlights the country's growing commitment to science gets wasted.
Okay, so how do we do that? Maybe we can discuss that later on during the discussion part. Next slide, please. The Philippines is number one because we are in the Pacific Ring of Fire.